大家好，我又係漫畫狗，歡迎又翻到嚟玩呢個垂死之光2啊！咁咧上一集咧，我哋就幫阿羅文揾咗隻鞋，就發現佢同蝦孔有段情嘅。咁咧，但係我又喺度諗，蝦孔係咪應該已經唔會再出現？因為其實我哋喺佢哋嗰個屋企嗰度嘅時候，蝦孔俾羅文射支箭嘅時候，我哋係可以唔救佢得㗎。咁係由得佢去死啦。咁如果喺嗰個時選擇咗嘅話，蝦孔應該係會死咗。咁所以到依家都一直都見唔到人，會唔會其實佢唔會再出現？好似蘇菲一樣，其實我懷疑其實佢因為我哋親咗去生還者嗰邊，所以蘇菲嘅劇情先至講佢冇死，而係埃托佢死咗。咁但係調翻轉頭，如果我哋係親維和者嗰邊，可能會生還者調翻轉係蘇菲死咗咧，所以一直都再見唔到蘇菲佢哋啦。咁所以我都懷疑蝦孔都係咁嘅狀態嘅。咁所以睇下點啦，我會有機會會玩埋去另一條線，睇下嗰個發展會唔同咗嘅。咁但係就係咯，我哋睇下之後先再算啦。我都未打爆機，我都唔知之後其實發生咩事。係有趣啊，成件事我都覺得個劇本暫時都好。咁我哋依家即刻去揾呢個Frank 係咪啊？弗蘭克啦，好出發。
Luan, it's Aiden. Come in.
I had a feeling
Luan?
it would end the same way as it did for the night.
Come on, Luan, answer me. You there? Ah, great. I fixed the transmitter, and now you go radio silent.
Oh, jeez. It's me.
This is Frank on Radio Free Villador. Your neighbor, your
真係
city,
好啊，唔再飲酒啦。
once more and forevermore.
咦，執整齊咗喎，成間房都。
Talk to me, Frank.
Look, we started off on the wrong foot.
你都係唔好飲酒啦。
I'd like to correct that mistake. Have a drink. Yeah? For me.
Frank, I really don't have time for this. I have to find another way to find my...
Just listen.
Walt needs to access that GRE place. You get it? That's why we have to find that pilgrim. He's offering a lot of fucking crystals for what he's got. And a lot of boosters.
Do I have your attention now?
With those?
Renegades, yes.
But how did you...
The TV station used to be controlled by the military. They did more than just broadcast from there. Thanks to you, we can now listen in on the enemy. It appears that Waltz is looking for the same database you're after.
But the observatory is completely soaked with chemicals.
I have no idea how this GRE crap works, but Waltz sure seems to know. Maybe the observatory's not the only place to access the database.
Is this conversation all you have?
For now. But if we got close to their position and hacked into their frequency, we could collect more intel on Waltz's plans.
How?
The transmission you heard was intercepted near an old military antenna in the wharf, just south of Marchand Lane. If we activate that antenna, it'll boost the signal and we'll be able to hear everything they say, every syllable. And you'd know exactly what Waltz is up to.
Tell me more about these antennas.
The military installed them on the tallest buildings to blanket the entire city. They're extremely hard to access, but all we need is the one nearest to where those renegades were based. When the signal's stronger, we'll be able to hear everything they say. Now the good thing is, it's the closest antenna to the canteen. You shouldn't have trouble finding it.
It'd be quicker if I could just find him.
You're impatient, I understand. I know what it feels like to have wasted too much time. But you have to tread carefully. Remember, you said Waltz turned the power back on. Then the renegades invaded the central loop. There's something going on. So best to collect as much intel as we can before you confront him.
So, you think Waltz ordered the renegades into the central loop?
Well, until now, the Colonel kept him on a short leash in his stronghold. But the savages we've been seeing lately, what the fuck? Something must have changed.
One of the PKs told me that Waltz is after something called, X13.
Doesn't ring any bells.
Right, anything else before I get going?
Oh, one more thing. Look at that poster, Aiden. Night Runners used to abide by that creed, live by it. I used to think we were as torn apart as that piece of paper. But the creed still means something. And if you increase the range, I can contact the remnants of the old Night Runners. Some must still be alive.
I see it now. This means a lot to you, doesn't it?
Not just to me, to everyone here. But there's one piece missing. Do you know why I hadn't thrown this poster away in all this time? Because of Lawan. When I saw her for the first time, she was maybe, 8, 9 years old. She was barely alive. She looked like she hadn't eaten in a year. And she was trying to help some kids get a crystal back from a thief. The guy was threatening them with a knife. He was twice their size, stronger, and she jumped on him, bit his hands so deep that his screams were heard as far away as Old Villador. After that, she gave the crystal to one of the boys and left. She didn't get anything out of it. She didn't have to risk it. I looked at her and thought, this is all we have left. As humans, we can fight one another. Everybody just for themselves. Or, no matter what, we can stand up for each other. Then I wrote down this credo. That little girl helped the Night Runners become who they were for years. And if we are to be reborn, we cannot do it without her.
Why not without her?
You see, she's a tough one. Maybe too tough. I trained her, helped heal her wounds, but never healed the biggest one. Revenge. She's built a mighty thick wall around herself. Can't seem to let go of her anger. If she doesn't, it could destroy her. I know. Drunk calling the kettle black, right?
I'm in no position to judge, Frank.
Thanks. No one's so fucking obsessed with her kill list. She needs to throw that damn thing away.
Otherwise, it'll kill her.
Let's hope she's better fighting them than I am.
What are Lawan's demons?
Almost too many to count. But Satan himself is at the top.
You mean Hakon?
You know him?
Yeah, we've met.
It all came down to the TV station mission. Hakon was against that from the start. Got Killian on his side. He said it was suicide. But I know the truth. The fucker chickened out, plain and simple. Till then, he wasn't just a Night Runner to me. I thought he was leader material. But he didn't have our backs. Tore the Creed in half before he bowed it, and with it, tore apart the Night Runners themselves. Fucking coward. Didn't deserve to lick Lawan's boots. Look, I'm starting to get pissed off, and we should focus.
What about Hakon killing Lucas? That took some balls.
Sure, but they weren't his balls, they were Waltz's. Hakon's just the guy's lapdog now. Sit, roll over, assassinate.
That's true. Neutered dogs are even more obedient than they were before.
Exactly.
Oh,
Okay, I'm on my way.
蝦控咪
Go
真係
get him.
咁衰
I'll be
嘅
on the
啫。
radio. You remind me of Lawan before she became obsessed with
佢
that
一
goddamn hit
經
list
常
of
提翻
hers.
蝦孔，又
I'll
會
get
唔會
ears
其
on the
他人
renegades
死
for
唔
you.
去嘅咧？其實個劇
I'll find out what Waltz is up to. I promise.
Frank's calling for the return of the Night Runners. I wonder what will come.
前往軍事天線。好，呢度
Villador. Frank.
我哋坐地鐵去啦。好啦，應該就係面前呢棟樓啦。咁但係點入去咧？點樣飛上去咧？嗰度有車，有吊機。
Hey, Frank? That's way up there.
Yep. GR
GRE made them hard to reach for a reason. Keeps them away from the bad guys. But for a guy like you, Aiden, piece of cake.
太高估啦啩，佢去唔到就去唔到噶啦，有陣時啲嘢。OK， 勾爪嘅時候啦，要用。全部望住我喂。OK， 搞掂。OK， 全部做一擊破搞掂。好，搞掂，全部做一擊破。OK， 就到頂，犀利！你真係可以話俾佢爬到頂喎。1、2、3、4、5，多步啊！好，但係再上去喎。咪要開發電機啊？唔使我開住咗噶咯喎。好啦，要睇下點上去啦。嚟到呢一度，呢一個有啲似之前我喺對面島嗰陣時候個天台玩過嗰個醫院天台。我哋揾咗個起點先。呢個應該係起點啦。搞掂，跟住之後下一步，掉過去開梯，就喺呢度擒上去應該係。好，開梯先。放梯啊！好啦，跟住之後應該喺呢度捉住條繩過嚟，跟住就擒呢啲。好，上到嚟。跟住之後捉呢度揈過去，應 該係。哇！呢度上係啦，呢個哇！呢啲好鬼驚啊，驚一嘢跳咗落去出邊。哦，呢度 OK 上到嚟，難玩啦呢個。個盒喺度啦。成功！跳啲正確頻率。
Frank, I got the antenna going.
Okay, let's see what these bastards are talking about.
Gather the guys and head east. Waltz in. We need to meet him.
They're moving, Aiden.
They said they're going to meet Waltz, heading east.
There is another antenna on top of a condominium at the intersection of St. Paul Boulevard and Peach Street, just by the entrance of the main canal. Get it working and we can keep up with them.
Got it.
好，第二條天線，第二條天線喺邊度啊？哦，喺呢度。好，睇下可唔可以用呢個飛行器過去啦。
Aiden, the colonel seems to be evacuating renegade camps. First, the electricity, then central loot raids. Now this. It seems that Williams doesn't want to fight any more than we do.
Or he really intends to close the sluice gates and back the chemicals up into the city.
But his stronghold will be destroyed as well, so this evacuation wouldn't make sense. We need to expand the range to find out more.
唔係呢條天線啊！哎呀！哎呀，唔夠打，跌咗落嚟，靠一大扎血。唉，個人亂咗。你而家喺邊啊？喂，對面樓喎，而家要復活有咩用啊？咁冇辦法啦，唔用嗰招唔得啦，我係邊一招呢？就係嗰招。同大家介紹呢一個係隱藏道具飛天掃把。咁呢，如果大家想知道點樣攞呢，其實好多嘅 YouTuber 都有拍啦，我唔知拍唔拍，遲啲先再算。咁呢，同呢個滑翔傘係一樣用法嘅，不過就佢係可以上升嘅。死！咁高嘅？咁抽得嘅？落街，飛落街你，搞掂。哇，好抽得喎佢，比之前我遇到嘅任務嘅敵人都勁咗喎。
Frank, I activated the second antenna. The renegades were here, on the roof.
Speaking of renegades, hearing more chatter.
Meeting at Garrison Boulevard, old offices. Waltz will be there to give us orders. Anything new about that pilgrim? No. But he found someone who'll help him access the database. If you know something new about that fucking pilgrim, let me know. Keep looking. Over and out.
Frank, I need to get to where they are.
You heard the maiden. Waltz is looking for you.
He's got a way to access the database. He found someone.
He's too strong for you, and you'll be playing straight into his hand.
If that's the only way to find out the truth, then so be it.
You're stubborn, kiddo. Stubborn like Lawan.
I'll be in touch.
好，去呢個前往蓋瑞森大道辦公室。好，等陣先，我個弓箭 set 翻做電箭先。好，頭先爭啲唔夠打，突然間勁咗好多啲敵人。好，到步。時代終結嘅雜誌，4個人，一個紅色人。直接入去單挑。
See? Walt was right. These fuckers were eavesdropping on us.
果然係咩嚟㗎喎
First
？check
him,
嚟啊！
then we'll get that GRE employee from the old Villador.
And the boss will be over the moon.
Where's Walt?
Waltz? We don't need Waltz to deal with you. Oh, good old Frank. So naive. Warning people. Talking way too much. Got him!
Howdy. Whoa. 喂，有2連擊啊！小弟死晒啦你，死埋，一閃，哦，又點啊我？
What's happening?
哇！又暴走啊我自己實力都打贏佢啦，頭先實力係唔知屋頂嗰幾個勁啲咁解啫。我唔係好中意佢呢度變咗玩死亡島咁樣，但係又唔可以控制嘅喎。
Aiden, you all right?
I think so. Yeah. Walt wasn't here. And they know we're eavesdropping on them.
I know.
You know?
Someone tried to tip me off, but the warning came too late. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, my infection just flared up. The renegades were talking about some GRE doctor from the bazaar. Walt is looking for him too.
Former GRE in Old Villador? I'll look into it.
Who tried to tip you off?
Well, that's the strangest part. It was Hakon. He wants to meet with you.
哈孔真係未
I
死
thought he
喎
left the city.
Well, he's still kicking, and he'll be waiting for you at the church on St. Paul Island. He's got the goods on Waltz. And hell, maybe he knows something about Lawan, too.
What do you mean something more?
I'm afraid she's found a lead on Hakon, and she means to hunt him again. Which means she could get herself into trouble. Do you know what really made the Night Runners special, Aiden? I mean, true heroes? It wasn't the inhibitors, not the strength or speed they granted us. For the Night Runners, it was balance that set us apart. Self-control. That's why Lawan couldn't become a Night Runner. Not because she was too young. She was the fastest, braver than a lot of my men. But she she couldn't achieve balance.
Why do you think he knows anything about Luan?
First of all, because she was after him. But also, because it's much more complicated than that. You see, the last time she went off radar like this was when this fucker dumped her. So, if she's not answering now, I'm getting really worried this is something more, and Hakon could be involved.
I'll go meet with Hakon, Frank. You try and find out what happened to Luan. Just remember, they're listening to you too.
Will do, Aiden. Be careful. Who knows what Hakon is up to? I'm going back to the fisheye. Good luck.
話時話咁同蝦控一齊住嗰幾個女人又咩警犯咩人嚟咧？仲有蝦控個 friend 又係咩人嚟咧？